The siege of Onitsha, why Nigeria's biggest market is under lock and key. Imagine one of the busiest places on the African continent, a place where billions of naira change hands every single hour. Now, imagine it completely silent. No shouting haulers, no honking trucks, no haggling voices. Just the heavy boots of security personnel and the cold steel of padlock gates. This is the reality right now in Onitsha, Anambra State. The main market, the commercial lifeblood of the region, is under a total government-ordered lockdown. But this isn't a lockdown because of a pandemic or a natural disaster. It's a high-stakes game of chicken between Governor Chukwuma Soludo and the traders who drive the economy. Today, we are diving deep into the Onitsha standoff. We'll look at why the government has turned to punitive shutdowns, the chaos breaking out at the Head Bridge, and why some are calling this move executive recklessness. The trouble started when Governor Soludo issued a direct order. The Onitsha Main Market will be shut down for 1 week. Why? Because of the Monday sit-at-home directive. For months, the government has urged traders to ignore the sit-at-home orders issued by non-state actors, but every Monday, the shutters stayed down. Soludo has finally run out of patience. He views the continuous closure of the market as an act of economic sabotage. But the enforcement of this 1 week shutdown has sparked an immediate and volatile backlash. As we speak, heavy security deployment, military, police, and state enforcement units have barricaded every major entrance. If you are a trader trying to sneak in to get your goods, you are met with a wall of uniforms. If you are a buyer from another state, you are turned away. This hasn't just affected the main market. It's a massive ripple effect hitting the marine market, the Biafra market, Kano Street, and Sokoto Road. These places depend on each other. When the heart stops beating, the limbs go cold. Frustration reached a breaking point Wednesday morning. Hundreds of traders took to the streets, not to sell, but to protest. Videos circulating online showed the Onitsha Head Bridge, the vital artery linking the east to the west, completely blocked. Traffic was at a standstill and the air was thick with tension. Now, let's look at why Governor Soludo isn't just doing this for fun. During a recent press briefing, he laid out a very cold, hard truth. Anambra State is bleeding. Every Monday that the market stays closed, the state loses billions. We are talking about a massive dent in the internally generated revenue, IGR, and the daily bread of thousands of families. Soludo's logic is that the sit-at-home is a self-inflicted wound, and if the traders won't help themselves, the government will force the issue. He argues that the government has done its part. They've increased security patrols and stationed personnel across the markets. In his eyes, there's no reason other than compliance with illegal orders for the shops to be closed. But here is the threat that has everyone on edge. Soludo has warned that if the traders don't commit to opening on Mondays after this 1 week cool down, the shutdown could be extended and it could get, in his words, more punitive. This is a governor who is ready to break the market spirit to save its economy. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more updates on this story. Welcome back. But if you talk to the traders on the ground, the story sounds very different. Many of them aren't staying home because they want to sabotage the state. They are staying home because they are terrified. Why the governor says the market is safe, the traders ask, what about the roads? A trader might feel safe inside the gates of the main market, but what happens when they are driving their goods down a lonely highway at 5 a.m. on Monday? Traders have condemned the shutdown, calling it a double punishment. They are already losing money because of the sit at home, and now their own government is locking them out for the rest of the week too. They argue that this punitive measure doesn't address the root cause of the problem, which is the general state of security across the Southeast. This brings us to the legal and civil debate. Human rights organizations are weighing in, and they aren't happy. They are calling for dialogue instead of force. They warn that if you keep people from their livelihoods for too long, you are not just hurting the economy, you are threatening the peace. The legal community is also raising eyebrows. Specifically, legal expert Maxwell Okpara, who recently appeared on Arise TV. He didn't mince words. He described the governor's action as executive recklessness. Okpara's point is that the government's job is to provide security so that people feel safe enough to open their shops, not to punish them for being afraid. He suggests that this sets a worrying precedent. If a governor can shut down a multi-billion naira hub because he's unhappy with how the people are operating, where does that power end? However, it's important to note that the governor does have some allies in this. Some market leaders have come out in support of the shutdown. They see it as a tough love approach. They believe that the only way to break the cycle of Monday closures is a total reset, even if it hurts in the short term. They are tired of the losses and they want things back to normal, whatever the cost. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more updates on this story. We have two key dates coming up, this Friday and next Monday. These are the test dates. This is when we'll see if the governor's shock therapy worked. Will the traders return in full force, defiance of the sit at home, or will the standoff continue, leading to more protests and a deeper economic crisis? The SME associations are begging for a compromise. They want a phased reopening where the government provides extra security on the access routes, and in return, the traders guarantee they will keep the gates open. Ultimately, Onitsha is more than just a market. It's the commercial lifeblood of Nigeria. What happens here in the next 72 hours will send a message to the entire country. Can authority force economic growth, or is trust the only currency that really matters? Keep it locked here. We'll be following this story as it develops. If the gates open on Monday, we'll be the first to let you know. What do you think? Is Governor Soludo right to take a hard line, or is he punishing the wrong people? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more updates on this story.